I'm here, whatever you need. If you feel like talking about it, I'm here. If you don't feel like talking about it, I'm here. So it was pretty rough. I'm really sorry you had to go through that. Yeah. Well, I think the most important thing is that you were true to yourself and you stood up for what you believed in. I know. And the next few days are probably going to be even more difficult, but you can do it. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's ever easy. So what would make you feel better? I could make you some hot chocolate. We could watch movies. I could make some popcorn. Okay. Well, I'm here, so if you want to talk, feel free. Yeah. So do you have plans to go back, or? Oh, okay. Well, if you want me to, I will be more than happy to go with you. Oh, absolutely. No, it's no problem at all. I want to. No, I don't feel obligated to. I really want to. I want you to feel better, and if I can help in any way, then that's what I want to do. Yeah. Well, I can understand thinking about it for the next few days or so, and I think once you go back there, some of those old memories are going to come up again, and I think that's perfectly normal. Just don't be too hard on yourself. You've been through a lot. Yeah. You have been. You really have. And I am a true believer in things that we go through if, we may not understand the reason for them at the time, but there is a greater purpose and a reason behind everything that happens. And while we may not understand it at that moment, in the future, we look back on things that we've been through, and I think that little light bulb sometimes it comes on, and we say, oh, you know what? There was a reason for that. Yeah, I think that happens all of the time. Things that we go through, they make us stronger, and they make us who we are, good or bad. Yeah. And I think for you that this is just one of those things. I was really worried when I got your phone call, but just seeing you now, I can see that you're feeling better, and I'm so glad. Just don't let it get you down. You are so strong, and you did the best that you could, and like I said, you stood up for what you believed in, so there's nothing wrong with that. You'll never go wrong when you do that. Yeah. I think that's so important. When you go to sleep at night, your conscience is clear. Right. Yeah, that is a good thing. Yeah. So, you're going back next week, or? Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, I will be right there next to you, so you don't have anything to worry about. No, I promise I don't mind. It's the very least that I can do. You have been here for me, and it's the very least that I can do. Yeah, after that, we can hang out all day if you want to. Yeah, I am more than willing to, so I can clear my schedule, and you just let me know what you want to do. want you to feel better, and I know that's going to be a very tough day for you. I understand. Yeah, I went through something similar several years ago, and it was tough. How did I get through it? Well, it took me a long time, but I finally just said to myself that either this is going to be something that I let control me and my life and my thoughts, or I'm going to look at it as a learning experience and move on. And I know that's a lot easier said than done. Things like that always are. I don't want you to think that I don't understand how you feel. And, I think a lot of times when we go through things like this, people are quick to say, oh, it'll be better and you'll get better. And you will over time. But you also, I think, need to be reminded that what you're feeling right now in this present moment, those are legitimate feelings and emotions. They really are. And like I said, do not be hard on yourself. Everyone, comes to grips with things in their own time, and it may take you longer. And that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Well, you know that I'm always going to be here. I feel like we have been through so much together, and no matter what, I'm going to be here for you. Good or bad. So I don't want you to feel alone when you go back, and I want you to know that if you would rather me do it, then I'll be more than happy to. I can understand you not wanting to go back at all. Okay. Yeah. Well, you just let me know. Either way, I'm fine either way. So do you have any plans for the next week? That's a really good idea. Actually, you know what? That is absolutely perfect, because that will allow you to kind of regroup, to relax. Yeah. Oh, definitely. And see, now you don't have to worry about having any restrictions on that. You can just be free and right. I think that's a wonderful idea. Yeah, it'll give you time, and I think when we go through things like this, that having that time by yourself is very important. No, I don't think it's selfish at all. I completely understand where you're coming from. And no one should make you feel as if it's selfish. If you want to shut the world out for a day or two, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, take as much time as you need. Right. I think that sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves, and we feel responsible for everyone around us. And while that's a good thing in some ways, it can also be a bad thing. Yeah, you have to make sure that you take care of you first. And once you are taken care of, then you can reach out and take care of others. Yeah. What do I do? Well, I love music, so when I just need a break from the world, I either sit in the dark, completely dark, and listen to some good music, or I get in my car and I drive and don't have anywhere in mind to go. I just drive until I feel as though I have driven far enough, and then I turn back around and go home. And I know that may sound silly, but that's what works for me. And you have to find what works for you. It may be a book. It may be, like I said, just shutting the world out and just being in silence for a while. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I think anything that makes us feel better and that makes us feel fulfilled is never a bad thing, as long as you're not harming yourself or anyone else, obviously. But if that's what you feel that you need, then I say go for it. And like I said, it's not selfish at all. If you want to take 2 or 3 weeks, go ahead and take that time. You deserve it. You have been through a lot. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, just know that your feelings are valid. And it's perfectly normal. Everything that you are feeling right now is normal. And don't try to put a time frame on it. Everyone, like I said, is different. Yeah. Well, I just don't want anyone to make you feel guilty for not feeling a certain way. Right. Well, I know you've talked to me about this before. And last time I remember exactly what happened, and I don't want to see you go through that again. And just understand that 99.9% of the time people really do care and they do want to help, but I just feel as though sometimes they don't know what to say, and so the best thing for them to say is it will get better, and things like that. You're right, and it will. You're absolutely right, but it will get better on your time and not anyone else's. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah. I want you to just feel like, you don't have to answer to anybody, and you're not responsible for anyone other than yourself right now. You don't owe anyone anything. Yeah. And like I said, there's no certain way that you should or should not feel. Your feelings and emotions are yours, they're no one else's. And what you went through, what you experienced, those experiences are yours. And someone else may have gone through something similar, but the circumstances are not 100% the same. That's impossible. Right. So while someone can sympathize and possibly empathize, they don't know what led to that. Yeah. And I think that is something else to really remember. Right. And that's why I said there's no time frame on things like this, because they did not walk in your shoes and they did not experience everything that you experienced. Yeah. Well, I do think that getting away for a while and just spending time on yourself is such a good idea. I have a feeling that it will. I'm so glad that we were able to talk, and I'm so glad you're feeling better now. And you know that if you need anything, that I am always going to be here. Oh, you're welcome. It's the least that I could do. Well, I'm glad that we had this this doll.